So
yeah. And then share it. And then go
okay.
into the.
Oh, I don't think we've got enough to do a double. There we go. Let's see if it's live. It's live. It's not like this morning where I was talking to myself.
Yeah. At least you didn't answer yourself back.
Well, you know, I was talking about how I couldn't find the video. Right. Right. Got two people here. Okay. I'm not going to
share into the live notification group.
Yeah, can you share it in there? I could do that. I could do that.
Right.
Me too.
Thank you,
Lorraine.
Lorraine says good evening.
Hello,
I'm
Lorraine.
again.
Hello, Lorraine. How are you? Hello, Pam. Lorraine and Pam are good. They don't need a note. Well, I nearly needed a note. I would just scoff me dinner.
Deborah said hello.
I'm probably going to choke in 5 minutes' time from the indigestion I'm going to have from scoffing my dinner, but that is what happens around this joint. Naomi John's head band. Lily Ann's been chuffed into the shower. So this is what we did this morning. Very different. And Cheryl said she watched this afternoon. We had some issues after, well, original issue was I pressed the go live button once, not twice, and I was there talking to everyone and couldn't find the video, and then I looked over at the other screen and realized that I wasn't actually live. I was just talking to myself. So the video disappeared. So then I spent some time reloading it, and oh my gosh,
Leslie
that takes
says,
time.
my goodness, I got my notification, found the video immediately. Evening, everyone.
Hello. Yep. Well, maybe I think there's a back end update in Facebook going on, which is a really good thing because it hopefully will revert some things back to the old normal that was really awesome up until like 6 or 8 weeks ago. Because some things changed and they are just very chaotic now. But yeah, we're having lots of issues with functions not working and things. And we haven't had a video disappear. It wasn't a violation. It just didn't. Yeah, probably me in the way I set it up. We haven't actually had a video disappear like this for ever, like 2 years. So I think we're on a roll. Hello, Deborah and Diane. Hello, Sandra and Gail and Robin and Karen and Lee. Lee and I were yakking today by text, so then she rang me in the end so that we weren't, texting each other. We were talking, like on the phone. Hello, Mary. So glad you got your notification, Leslie. Yep, Noel put it straight in. He's an awesome scribe. Watch the card
Deborah
video.
says,
cute card. Awesome.
I just watched. Oh, yeah.
So there we go. That's what we did this morning. It's different. As Cheryl said, it's very different. Not what she would normally do. And she did say she liked it. So, and I think Diane was going to watch it again later. And then
Cheryl
Karen
says,
was having trouble.
Love the cards this morning. Ready to go for a scrap page.
Yep.
Don't know what I'll do tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow night, you never know. I might be able to put a video up. You just don't know. Like, sometimes, it's just our school, Noah's school. So we might be able to do a bit of a video of them, because we did a video last year at his performance, his rock band performance. Didn't we? We did a bit of a video. So if we did something like this, and then we have the birthday word, but we've got the same issue we had today, that we need the white things to stand out. Well, I do think this would be very
Dee
good.
says, hi everyone. Chloe says, are you able to order in the good bone folder?
Do we not have the bone one in? Do we have the plastic one in stock or the bone one in stock? We order the plastic ones and we order the bone ones because some people don't want to pay the bone folder, the bone price. You can't get this brand. I get the Ranger ones now that are made out of bone. All three. There we go. Yes, Chloe, I will. I will add that to my order. Yeah, I've got some things in a shopping cart. I can add that too. I'll add both. I'll add the plastic to one order and the bone to the other. Just got to get my budget in order and see where I'm at because I kind of spent money today. Love the card this morning. Ready to go for the scrap page. Yep. Thank you, Cheryl. Hello, Dee. Hello, Chloe. But yeah, definitely. If I remember tomorrow, Chloe, I'll manually put the bone one in for you. If I remember. Let's see if I remember.
Chloe says, I was watching Nanny create her box type card. I think I'll make that for Mum for Chrissy's present.
Oh, that'll be a good idea. Oh, that's the Dreamland one. Yep. Oh, bye. You can say bye out loud. Naomi's heading off to band. She's hoping to get position of second clarinet. First clarinet. She's already second clarinet, but as now that she's not actually practicing. She's attending band each week. That's just kind of like practice for a kid that's as talented as she is at music. She's hoping she'll get promoted to first clarinet. What? What says the father?
Who's getting promoted?
You're getting promoted to the stinkiest man in the house.
I am. I am the sexiest man in the house.
Oh, Quentin, we can hear you over here. We don't need to hear you. I could have done shakers. I thought about doing shakers. Don't have enough orange left. Dang it. Do have enough of that left. I can't show you anything I designed today because it's all secret squirrels.
Beck says hi. Chloe says
Hi, Beck.
good on her, best of luck. Debbie says sorry for being late.
Hello, Debbie. How are you? Probably got more people watching on a Tuesday night. So I got a text message today. Don't forget the last PNF for the year's on, and I'm like, I probably should have gone to that. I'm not on the PNF, but they wanted as many parents as possible to go to it. I'm like, I'm not on the PNF. I said I was going to go to the last one for the year. And it's tonight and I'm teaching, so I'm not going.
Karen says hello, evening everyone. I admire anyone who plays a musical instrument so clever. Yeah. So Noah is a percussionist who has decided that the drums are boring. So percussion is rather boring for him. It's not a challenge. So he plays piano as well. They all play piano. Naomi also used to play a bass clarinet and oboe for a while. Or she wants to play the oboe, and she can play the saxophone. But they all play piano. Amelia wants to play the flute. We haven't had a flute in the house before, and I'm just not sure I want a flute in the house. Really? Yeah, the boys call the clarinet the instrument of death. Okay. I think we might. Let's start making. I think we might have a bit of a plan there. I've wasted like 15 minutes, 12 minutes. Marie says hello there. Hope you had a good day.
I did, Marie. After the video debacle and getting it loaded up again, and it took 3 goes to get it. So I had to download it, and then I had to reload it to YouTube, and then I had to reload it to Facebook, and it took a couple of goes to get Facebook to reload. So we've got from our fussy cutting that I haven't done. We've got paper number 6, right? I better use some of that fussy cutting. Wonder if I've got any pre-cut. Hey, Quentin. Okay, you got mango hands. So I'm going to cut this paper 6 to 12 inches. So I'm going to line it up. I'll just cut. At least it's straighter than what I did earlier today. I didn't hold this down and it was crooked. Okay. So then it's got pink paint on it. Did you see she got fluorescent pink paint on my lopper chopper?
I told her when I heard that during class that she's in big trouble.
Sandra said, damn, I purchased the rainbow and I don't need it. Comment at my Facebook just dropped.
Oh no, Sandra, you need to make the card. But don't you cut around it. Get who's the lady that does your helps you with your fussy cutting sometimes, Sandra? Get someone to help you with the fussy cutting. Or get one of the boys to do it. The cutting around the outside. I reckon you need to make this card like Sandra.
I don't know what boys you know that fussy cut. But
oh, my boys can both fussy. Loretta. It's on the tip of my tongue. I get your Loretta mixed up with a friend of mine whose name is Della. I don't know why. Completely different names. I might be making a card even though it was very beautiful. I have no need for it. Oh. Maybe you just put the rainbow on your page, Sandra. So let's cut this piece of white smooth to 10 3/4 by 10 3/4. I'm so sorry about that, Sandra. That I did the rainbow on the card and you bought
10 3/4 by 10 3/4.
Yep, 10 3/4 by 10 3/4. Let's have a look at that. Nice big border of that sunshine, like it's a sunflower yellow. And then see this piece of paper number 3 from Tropicana. Oh, I should have said we're using Tropicana.
Sandra says James would burn it before he would fussy cut it.
James would burn it before he fussy cut it. Oh no. That's really naughty of him. Would you fussy cut for your mum, Noah, or if I couldn't do my fussy cutting?
Answer that very carefully, Noah.
Noah is left-handed, but he can use scissors in his right and his left.
I would, depending on how much I got paid.
He would cut it for me depending on how much he got paid. That's my Noah. So we're going to keep this to 6 inches wide, and we're going to cut including this barcode in the bit because we're going to use this side. So let's leave the barcode on. We want a 10-inch piece. So it's 10 inches by 6 inches.
What's this for?
We're just going to paper 3. Come on, what are you doing? And you're not even getting paid.
Paper 3, what is it?
10 by 6. 10 inches by 6 inches.
And you can't even say the dentist calls on these pain because the dentist said his teeth were perfect.
Wow, that must be all that effort we've put in to making sure that your fissures are in a good way. We have actually spent the last 2 years making sure Noah's fissures were sealed up nicely. He's had some fissure seals and different work done. And it's paid off finally. Yep, I'm using a fake photo. I haven't printed any photos this year other than retreat photos. Let's do, and you know what? Probably could put a photo of Amelia and all her friends at her birthday party on this because we took a group photo. Oh, can you get the frame, please, off the shelf over there? Just that little frame, the one without the photo in it. Yeah. So put out some pictures on the weekend, but there's no photo in it yet. But this is just a little idea. So I've used a Sharpie, and the kids have written their name, not down the bottom because this is going to be the bottom where it stands. And took a photo of all the kids, and I'm going to put the photo like a 5x7 photo and then put some paper around the outside of it. And they all wrote their names on it, and I've done that before for the kids. So it's like a memory thing of her friends, and she can just put it on her dresser, or we can hang it on her wall, and it's all her friends written around the outside of it. So that's a cool idea for a party. Here, Noah. Wrong person. So I've been unloading some of the boxes that came from Quentin's grandmother. I've ended up with some of her cameras because there were millions of those. And lots of interesting things. So, and all the things I made her, well, actually, a lie. Not everything I made her came back. Not every album I made her actually came back. Only the albums that only have my family in it. Let's put it that way, because someone has kept the All of Her Descendants album I made when she turned 80. So we're going to use a 5x7 photo. So it's 5 inches by 7 inches.
This is a black cardstock.
I have had no internet. Oh no, not happy trying to catch up, but it is so hard on the phone. I know, Bronny. Hello.
5 inches by 7 inches?
Yep, 5 inches by 7 inches. And then let's get our scrap of white left from today. And remembering that Elisa cut this crooked.
Deborah said that's a shame.
Yeah, I really did. Oh, I didn't tell you that, Quentin. The album is not in there.
The album?
The album I made when Grandma turned 80 is not in those boxes that I found yet. There is one box I've got halfway through one box. I have got halfway through one box. I haven't got to the very bottom of it, but I don't think it'll be underneath all the picture frames. So we're going to cut. I've got to go through it on the weekend. We're going to cut a 5 1/8 by 7 1/8. And no, I'm not going to look at Noah right now because I know he is grimacing at me because he despises 8s.
So this is black card.
From the smooth white card scrap from earlier today. 5 1/8 by 7 1/8.
Cheryl P said, Ronnie.
I've printed rectangles and cut down. After your talk about square photos, I gave it a go. Big W has 5x5s. I love 5x5s. Isn't it such a pleasing shape? Same day, the 4x4s, you have to wait 2 weeks. Oh, no 3x3s on offer. I think I will stick to my rectangles. Okay. So 4x4s and 3x3s, I actually cut them down from my photos. Like I actually cut all the, okay. Let's grab some photos. So, this is a 5x7, but someone else took it, not me. That's Milton and Naomi. Oh, can't show you that one. Can't cut that down. Can't really cut that down. Oh, this is a shirt. Came home at 8:30 at night and said, Mum, I need a tie-dyed pink shirt for tomorrow to be on air on radio at 6 in the morning.
Last time we came home.
Yeah, he stole them back off Quentin. And so Mum had to tie-dye a shirt with acrylic paint late at night. I'm just trying to see. So when you...
You're a Telstra expert, not you.
See, you can cut photos down. So I cut my 3x3s. That's Noah. I cut my 3x3s out of photos when I want to cut stuff out, but then I wanted this to show all the rubble up around this kid's head. Yep. And the elastic had gone in his pajama pants, so I put underpants on the outside over the top. Because I'm like Mother of the Year award winner.
She's coming to give you a kiss.
Can I see the picture?
No. It's no. What happens when the elastic goes in your pajama pants? Mum just puts undies on the outside, doesn't she?
I've never.
Yeah, you did that when you were little.
Like
I usually only do that when you were littler.
Oh, once I accidentally put underpants over my own.
So, yeah. Noah's actually hating me right now. But, yeah.
Now I do.
Yeah, I often cut my 6x4s to 4x4s. Hello, Di. Okay, so you ready? I was just going to move that to the side.
Good night, how I go by. I think I wasn't in the camera.
You were. Trust
You
me, I
were.
can see.
Look.
I wasn't.
Okay, give
Come
me a
on.
kiss. See you in the morning. Your face is a little bit dirty.
Yeah, we've got to clean the teeth. Wash
Yeah,
the face.
and you clean your teeth properly.
Let's go.
What did the dentist say about you? Good?
She's got good teeth.
Good show. Rightio. So let's try. I'm going to try a 5.5 by 7.5, but I'm going to cut my 7.5 first so that I don't accidentally hack it up into a square and not have enough. But I'm going to include the barcode in my piece. So I'm going to trial a 7.5 by 5.5 and see if it's too big. May actually be too big. Oh no, it looks nice. That looks nice, doesn't it? Okay, so if I'm going to have the wood going across on the frame, I really need the wood going across on the photo mat. But if I want it going up and down, I need it to be going up and down. So I need to just work out which way I want it to go. Right, yeah. I thought about, well, I've contemplated using the lumberjack plaid on Friday night in my club, in my video, because I'm using the Scrap Boys, not Cotton Winter. Which one is it? Hello Winter. 6x6 paper pad. And I thought about making a really, a fancy Christmas card that you give to someone super special. Only problem is I don't think there's any lumberjack plaid left. Got told today by Quentin that he didn't think I ordered enough. Okay, so we definitely need to do something with our birthday word. And I think we definitely need to do something on the background. So this is fussy gutting on the go because Elisa didn't do it ahead of time. Now, don't ask how I pick what ones I'm going to use because I kind of don't. Well, actually, I do know. I look at. Oh, I like this leaf. I look at the things I like. There are some things I just love. I love this leaf. I do like this stuff. So I do like to use things that I love. Actually, Noah, could you have a quick squiz and see if there is a Tropicana, where my Tropicana one of these boxes is? Could you kind of grab it out?
Where your Tropicana box of waters?
Yeah, the box of stuffs is.
Where would it be?
Well, no, these. One of these boxes in that wall
Which
is
one?
Tropicana. Those. You're touching them. One of those boxes is Tropicana. No. Can you see which one's Tropicana?
Yeah, I can see which one's Tropicana.
Okay, he's short with me now. Thank you. I'm just going to see if I've got any fussy cutting freedom. I hope I do.
I'll give you a kiss.
See dear.
See ya.
Be
She's in
safe.
bed, but someone needs to turn the light out in 10 minutes because she's ready.
Yeah, be safe. Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we've got to be careful because she just reads and she's a bit of a sneak.
Yeah. No, take note of the time now.
No, 10 minutes. Give it 10 minutes.
10 minutes from now. Bye.
Bye. See ya. Oh, I'm feeling devastated right now. Started getting more and more devastated. Oh, might leave that product out. Haven't made that for a retreat for a while. I'm gonna leave it in. I might make that for this retreat coming up. I don't make some retreat products. I actually don't make all the time. Nah. You know what? Obviously, when I fussy cut the Tropicana, I use every last bit. Okay. So we've got 3 balloons. I think we're going to do a pink check, a teal timber, and an orange. Well, the scrap orange. And an orange piece. So I've got an orange one, a teal one, and a pink one. I'm just going to rough cut this out without snipping myself. Oh, dearie me. Smell the avgas. We don't live far from the airport. When we first bought this house, okay, full disclosure, we bought this house when we had a 4-month-old baby. That baby's about to turn 25 this month. So, and you know what? Quentin and Noah are going to get to see him a couple of days before his birthday. But he doesn't know it yet. So when we bought it, there was 1 jet a week. Within like a year or two, there were 2 jets a day. We don't have as many now. Oh, well, most of the planes are jets now. So, yeah, it has changed an awful lot. They don't rumble the house as much as the Cowboys jet used to. The Flight West jet. Flight West don't exist anymore. So, I'm just putting a little bit of glue around. I did say today that I was shocked at how I had survived without an applicator bottle for so long. Yeah, I did get a lot done today, design-wise. Some of it you're not going to see till December, unfortunately. Some of it is for Peace and Joy. So if you're doing the virtual retreat, you will see some of it this week. So fluff this stuff out. And so just leave them to dry. And then think about this birthday word. Let's just quickly get some fussy cutting. Let's start with the easy things. I always start with the easy things. And I do edit as I go because it's my page. And I don't want it to be the same all the time. Are you watching the comments, mate, or are you on your phone?
No, yeah, I just said good day.
8 o'clock. So you've got to wear formal uniform tomorrow.
Yeah.
You've got a formal uniform for that.
Yes, I've got one.
Katie's going to pick you up at just after 8 in the morning.
Got it.
Here. And we're going to pick you up in the afternoon. Sorry about that. Okay, so everyone's saying night night to Her Royal Highness.
Sam says
I have two birthday words. One is 5.5 inches long. The other one is 9.5. Which one? This one is 5.5 inches long. So I'm using the 5.5 inch long one. So Quentin only just got his glasses back from having the arm repaired from the last time he broke them. And the arm fell off. The other arm fell off this time. It took 4 weeks for them to come back from getting repaired. They were repaired under warranty. I just don't know. It is the opposite arm this time. Yeah. What had happened yesterday, Naomi and I we had tears in our eyes. We were laughing so hard. Okay. I should have really done this, but I was busy. So
Deborah says, I finally finished with school children after 34 years, only uni, but he's having a gap year, I think.
Oh, yay. You get a gap year. Gap years aren't too... Oh, actually, I have to admit, Milton did more in his gap time than... He took 6 months. He took 6 months and then he... Yeah, and then he did that for a bit. And he worked... Well, he worked in a special school. Did his prac there because he was doing special ed. And then he did... Then he went to Roma with Telstra. Got a job with Telstra and went out to Roma for 6 months. But he did all sorts of things. He did eventually go back to uni. Go to uni. He did go while he was doing special ed, but he didn't complete that. There are a whole heap of issues with that. He was just far too young to do that role. Okay. Dear, I've cut 2 things and I've had enough. Oh, whoops a daisies. I'll cut this one and then I'll have a break and do something else. You do not want to sit around and watch me fussy cut all night. You want a fussy cut for me, Noah? Oh, there's no payment in it. No. Nope.
Deborah says Patrick is talking about doing paramedics.
Oh, cool. He has lots of experience of going in the ambulance, doesn't he? His football injuries. to admit the worst of Milton's injuries, we actually had to take him. I did the broken thumb and Quentin did when he sliced his hand open accidentally at school. He was on detention scraping chewing gum from underneath desks and slipped and sliced his hand open.
Deborah said lol, yes.
Yeah. That's cool. That's an awesome role in the community. It's needed, isn't it? Won't they? He should get his degree subsidised, shouldn't he? Is that it, Noah? Medical subsidised? Okay. So I leave a little gap around, and you can see I'm not perfect at this. Oh, I don't know. Have any of you ever seen Jackson at a craft show? Young Jackson. So we met Jackson when he was 14, and he came up. His mum, he took the day off school, and his mum drove him from Armidale to Toowoomba for a craft show for him to attend, and he showed me some of his work and was showing people his patterns and that. It was a networking thing for young Jackson. Very talented patchworker. He has opened a studio. So his mum's still there helping him out. She was doing the catering for his opening night. You know Jackson, don't you, Noah? Noah's met Jackson a few times. But yes, I'll have to find out where he is. He's in, I think he might still be in Armidale. So if you're in that area, there's a new craft place. It is mostly fabric and that, but some of the fabric is Jackson's designs, so I love that. That, you know, when young people break into the craft industry, it's so awesome. I don't know where we're going to put these yet. I definitely don't think we'll put the teal one here because it'll be too much. I think the teal one might have to go over here. I think we might do that. But I think we might need to smush something on the background. So keep an eye out later this week, early next week. Well, I'm going to try and put invoices out on Friday for December kits. Still working on a couple of things. I started a lot earlier on it. It's been planned for a really long time.
Deborah says that sounds wonderful for Jackson.
Yep. So yeah, Jackson, you would have seen him at the online craft shows as well. But yeah. Because young people are the future of craft. I don't think everybody realises that. Like a lot of stores don't realise that. How important young crafters are. There's some awesome young crafters in this group. Hello. You guys know who you are? Okay. So on the background, let's have a look. to think where I've got a pink that's like this. So this pink here, this metallic pink, is sort of similar to that. Yeah. So let's use that. I try and use the same things that are easy for you guys to get, like things you might have already in your stash. So what we might do, but is we might move these things out of the way. That photo mat over there. Move all this out of the way. And if we stick all this together first, and then what we'll do is we'll do some smooshing over the top. Over the top smooshing. If you haven't noticed, we have a really big shipment of adhesives and all sorts of stuff that goes with coming in. They are in the pre-order section. That's where you'll find them. And so I'm just putting tape around the edge. Don't stretch it when you put it on. If you need to secure your tape in that. So I know some of you like extra. But if you could not buy like 5+ of anything, just so that, you know, there's some for everyone. We will have more come in before Christmas. I actually don't always unbox when adhesives arrive. I just chuck them on the shelf. We will have some orders that don't get unboxed coming up soon, but you'll understand why in a couple of weeks. Okay, so I think that's straight. Does that look straight now in the video?
Yeah, it does.
You're not going to tell me otherwise. He's not going to tell me it's not straight. That's a big piece of paper. I'm just saying, it's a big piece of paper. Oh, Quentin's mum got a different desk in her spare room / Amelia's room / office. So half the house is devoted to music rooms and waiting rooms in any case, because she teaches music at home. So we got her old desk, which is quite big, but it's multi-layered. It's a corner desk. And Amelia, while Amelia was away at grandparents on the weekend, on Sunday, we actually set it up. So she's quite proud. She's got this new craft space. So see, I just pulled up the corners and I did my little corner marks, my little L's, and then I've just, it's a bit tough to cut at first. I've just drawn around the line so I know where to follow, so I don't go off on a tangent and just cut willy-nilly. So obviously, by layering it together, cutting the innards out as well, I'm not going to heat this with a heat tool. So I'm going to let this dry naturally. Otherwise, it is going to go all warpy because it will be the different pieces of paper. So I just don't want them to warp and buckle. So yeah, she's very pleased, but I've told her she has to keep her area clean. I'm going to see how long that lasts. Not long. Oh yeah. So I'm doing an even border on the side and the top and bottom. So we got that free. Look at that. Could you go and put some water in this, please? In the bathroom. You're all very quiet. Oh, I just realised I hadn't clicked on the YouTube one. Hello, if you're on YouTube. Sincerely sorry. Oopsie. Ow. There's something going on with the YouTube stats thing too.
Yeah, Mum.
Something's wrong. I'm finding there's lots of issues with lots of online tech stuff at the moment. Rightio. Right. I'm going to put our photo across there. I'm going to put a photo here. Maybe our title here. Maybe our title here.
Kathleen says, hi everyone.
Finding something plastic. This will do. So, I'm going to put a little bit, so I've got it flat. I've got the nozzle down flat on the plastic and I'm just squeezing just slightly as I'm swirling it around. Just put a little bit of water on and mix it. I think there's another colour on here. It's okay. Should be right. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to see how I'm just patting it down and trying not to get the edges on it. So then don't leave it too long or you'll get, like I've got spots here. What do you think? There's definitely another colour on there. That's better. And it's cool because it goes off the edges onto the other pieces. So let's just pop that over there to dry. I'm not using my messy mat. If you missed the class this morning, because this is how it's ended up. Yeah, that's okay. I'll clean it later. So let's put our photo mat together. So I'm going to cut the middle out of our sunflower yellow timber. Sunshine yellow. And we're going to cut the middle out of our white mat. You could do this neatly with a craft knife and a ruler or a trimmer or something. Oh, I'm just going to do it the quick way. Sorry. Do a whole other project with the bits you salvage by doing this. This is a fake photo. There's no black in your kit. Next week we're using, well, technically we're using Mermaid Wishes next week. But it's a really big but thrown in there. But we've got some robot antics in it. And it is beachy, and last week ended up beachy. But next week is going to be, let's put foam between the white and the timber. Let's do that. Next week, I think we're leaning on the blue in the kit. I think it's a very blue and purple kit next week from memory. And then the week after is on safari.
Oh, I gotta go tough lights. Yes, are we in there?
Okay. So, got that. And then when we have these, we'll sort of have geez, I haven't cut much yet, have I? Did I only cut 3 things? Deary me. Okay. Just going to quickly cut this. I used to fussy cut everything in class. It was a bit much. I think it was a bit much for everyone to have to watch long classes. Those classes are still around. They're from 2020. And we used to make the kits each week, not once a month. We used to make them on a weekly basis. And I used to make them a few weeks ahead. We are working on November kits, but we're also finishing off. Well, we're working on a retreat. December kits. I started on January kits, and then no, you can't buy January kits now. And then I've also got something else going on, and our birthday as well. There's a cat out the backyard now.
Lisa, it's cloudy here in Brisbane.
Oh.
Mary says beautiful red moon today.
Oh yes, I did see that. Jode's put that up from the Science Centre. Was Amelia meant to go and look at that? Do you want to just... Is she still awake?
I don't know if we can see it here.
Just have a look. Go out and have a look. We did last time. Isn't that meant to be called like a blood moon? A red moon?
No, I can't see it.
Oh. Yeehaw.
Sandra says, I had fun on Sunday. The cold water hose in the ensuite burst, and I didn't realise. I think it was going for about 2 hours, and it ruined the vanity, the carpet in my bedroom, and I walked into my wardrobe and lounge, and it was ruined. They're still trying to dry up the cement slabs now.
Oh no. Oh, that's awful, Sandra. So we're going to put a new tap in our kitchen. It started leaking around the mixer tap. The mixer tap seal to the sink. It's got a problem. So we're going to put a new mixer tap in. Quentin just didn't get time on Sunday. I've nearly broken the stamens on this hibiscus. See, I'm just going to say, this is why colour cuts are good. You know, you don't have to fussy cut colour cuts. Gonna say right now, I'm wishing I had colour cuts in this pack. Right now, 2 of the weeks in December don't have fussy cutting.
Jacqueline says blood moon tonight.
Yeah. This orange one. The page is nearly dry. All sorts of things have happened in history on blood moons and eclipses. I actually haven't mentioned it as a phenomenon in the book I'm reading. I'm really surprised because it's got like magical beings in it, the book I'm reading. Nearly finished. It's the second book in the series. Noel borrowed it from school for me. We have the first and the third, but we just don't have the second book. There, I think that looks good. Let's try with that. Let's see how we go. So tidy up. Pack up my watercolors from earlier today. We just need to test drive it just to see what we're going to do with our title. Like, we just need to look at what we're doing with our title, whether we're painting our title the same pink or if we're going to kind of
Sandra says, of course, it happened on Sunday. You can imagine how much plumber was.
Oh.
The insurance might pay for the carpet, but they will not pay for the plumber. Cheryl says, I didn't have time to fussy cut either. Thank you for the opportunity to catch up. Marie says, those balloons look so awesome.
Have turned out quite good, haven't they?
I don't know why, but it's not letting me like comments.
Maybe because you've liked too many things.
Yeah, I'll reload the page.
Okay. So I'm going to use some of the same pink to paint our title. And I picked a brush that's too small. Let's just start again. Bit of water. Bit more water. Too wet. Just going to carefully place that here. So when you go to dry things, it's a good idea to make sure that it's straight or how you want it to be. Because when it's wet and you dry it, you can actually dry a curve in it. So if I wanted this to curve around, I could curve it and then dry it and it would keep that curve. Do you know what I mean? See, I've over wet it. You can tell.
Lexi said the same. She loves the balloons and asked me to order some with the colours in them.
Sorry, Lexi, but Mummy's going to have to put the colours in them for you. Oh, needs a bit more drying. It's still a bit pulpy. I was being a little Scroogey with my paint. Still being a little Scroogey with my paint. Yeah, I've been a bit heavy-handed with my paint. But I want it to be bright. Can't wait till you guys see what I've designed. I'm sorry, I just can't wait. I think everyone's gonna like some of it. Some of it's just a bit different. I'm trying to push the boundaries with what I design and how I design it and what I come up with. So thicker bits of paint will sort of puff up because remember, acrylic paint is a form of plastic. Just want a tiny bit more. But I am open to suggestions for products. Like, even if it's like, if you think of a different kind of, not a way, but a different, you know how I've done the colour cuts recently, and I've made colour cuts where you have lots and lots of little things like the builder accessories for Christmas, or the ones where I've made really big colour cuts, because they're really good. If you despise or aren't able to fussy cut, the really big colour cuts, I'm just finding are so great on projects. But yeah, just different things. I do wish I could print white, and I do wish I could print like metallic gold and silver.
Dee said, I'm excited to buy one. What you have to create. Debbie said, I didn't have the colour acrylic paint, so I used some picked raspberry stress oxide.
Oh yeah, picked raspberry would look perfect with this. Oh, and it's just over there in the pile. Picked raspberry would be perfect with this, most definitely. There we go. I think that pink is good. I think it's good. Because we've got pink here, here, and here. And we've got teal here, here, and here. And then orange we've got here and here. Interesting concept, that. I think we need one more flower. Just thinking, we haven't heard from Milton, but he does communicate in text message chains. Like when we have discussions, he does communicate in those. But when he can. I was just thinking, but he's got, I think it's Tuesday, isn't it? It's at Rovers tonight. He's going to Tasmania soon with Rovers. They got their Australian moot or something, which is kind of like a jamboree for Rover Scouts.
Leslie said, I would love some football papers, word embellishments, etc. As a lot of great grandkids photos that I would like to be scrapping, just for Elisa, and maybe incorporate other sports.
Yeah, so probably won't be doing football papers. Have looked at that. It's a lot of paper because we've got to order so much paper, but interesting concept. So the football that we use in Australia for NRL is a copyrighted image. So we use it for rugby league and even kids' rugby league. The football used for AFL is a copyrighted image. So so I now know why we see so much product come into Australia, and it's got, or Australian brands that use the a gridiron ball, because it's not copyrighted. They're very funny about their copyright too, apparently. But yeah, I didn't realise, but yeah, our sports balls are copyrighted. But I am working on it. Naomi and I have been discussing ways around not losing the house to do football colour cuts and picture cuts. We are going to, it will be probably more stylised. it will be something that does both codes, kind of. It'll be, yeah. Here's what it is. We're going to do our best. So when we stick this on, we sort of want to have an even, because we've stuck with these sort of even border. We want to try and get an even border sort of here, about a 1/2 inch in and 1/2 inch down. I think that's straight. You can't really tell once you've smooshed. I don't have much foam tape left. I'm just going to add I'm going to have to add more foam tape later. I'm just going to add a little bit for now. So we sort of want these to encroach on our outer edge into the outer frame. But we want them to hang so that the string hangs down, not to the side. And then we want this one to go sort of here on the bottom of the photo. Oh, a little bit left. So we're going to put...
Lee says, I would love you forever if you have so photos. Because cute.
I know. Well, Amelia and both the boys played AFL, and Milton played soccer. So soccer's not hard. Well, it was hard finding something decent. We have actually bought the commercial license now for what we're going to do for soccer. So soccer is on the way. It's just, there's just a few things ahead of soccer. So let's put this here. So that's that single like banana leaf. And let's put, no. There. Okay, I have to come back and add some foam. I have to find where my spare roll's gone. We all know where it's gone, don't we? Like that. The birthday's going to go there, but before we sort of stick it on, we sort of want to put these sort of in place. I want to try not to see the stalk of the flower, of the leaf, sorry. Something like that. Okay, so let's put some glue behind our title.
Chloe says, I'm trying to work out what paper Mama would like when I find something. Hard to pick colours.
Oh, to make for Mama. Is this a Christmas card? I don't know if she'll like what I'm going to do on Friday night. It is a bit wintry. like, because it is the Hello Winter from Scrap Boys, but it's very traditional as well.
Diane says layout looks lovely.
Okay, so when you come to write your journaling, I would say, because we cut the innards out of all these bits, I'm going to say cutting some little strips, some little 1 centimeter strips, and have journaling on some little strips here. I'm just going to fake some strips. I'm just going to cut. They're crooked. Like, let's just be brutally honest here. These are not, I expect you to cut yours nicely and thinner than this. Just under 1 centimeter. Some little strips there with your journaling on. Like that. And then like your date and your wear sort of down here. I like to put the date down here. But you put your little journaling on here like that. I like that these are, so this is this one's grounded on the edge, and this one's grounded to the photo on the edge, and then this one here is grounded to the photo and the cluster of flowers, and then just down here, these just come out from under the birthday, and the birthday is nice and bold to go with these. So you got pink, 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 orange, 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 teal, teal, teal. I nearly put my scissors in the bin. And lay your brushes down. So when you finish with your paint brushes, just make sure you smooth them back to their regular shape. And then don't stand them up to dry. Just lay them down to dry so that the glue doesn't get in the ferrule and make the hairs come out or do this kind of business to your brush. Okay. It's a bit bent here because it wasn't quite dry. And I must have waved the heat tool over it, I think. I do like to clean up after each project, but I'm going to say, just over here, it's pretty bad. Oh, I shouldn't have moved. I hurt.
Oh. Says present.
So,
says very lovely page.
I would say, don't throw this out. So if you missed my class a few weeks ago, we actually got this off, and I don't know where it is, and we used it. So then what we do, we took it off, we got the cardboard off with it, and we did it, so that then we glued it on. So then we glued the foam onto the page, and it was 10.5 inches. Here we go. I've got it with the cardboard. So you need a bit of cardboard with it, like this. Not good for scrapbook pages because I don't think that cardboard there is acid-free. I really don't know if this is acid-free. It quite probably is. Quite possibly is. And this will now doesn't have foam with it. So this now decomposes in your compost bin, or your bottom of your garden beds, right? Or it's cardboard recycling. So you then got a sticky side and a glue down side. Great for making cards because then you're not using your good stuff, but then it's stuck there. Hope that makes sense. Oh, didn't use the ribbon. Oh, sequins. Just wait. We're not done yet. Not finished. We do have tweezers that are coming. They will be here before Christmas. Can't guarantee they'll be here before the end of November. Just going to say they're on a slow There is another order ahead of them. So, yeah. We're back on we've gone back on the treadmill with a particular company that likes to drag things out. But that's okay. We want what they've got. We take what we get. So I'm just going to scatter some around. I'm trying to have some... Oh, look, there's a flower. But I don't want to use the flower. That's pretty one. So I've got 1, 2 up here. I need a third one. I like to put them in 3s. I find it quite pleasing. I like to tuck the sequins behind things sometimes. Oh, I like that colour. Matches my page. These clear ones are so hard to get. I've actually got a heap of sequins coming from the US. Not heaps and heaps, but I've got sequins coming from the US because I needed to get some different colours, and I managed to get some clear ones. So yes, I do have some for our sequin mixes coming. It's a lot, but it probably won't get us through 6 months. So I love making sequin packs. I just love sequins. One more of these yellowy ones. These yellowy clear ones. They were weird. They were meant to be clear, but they're not clear. I know it's in the middle of nowhere, but it's part of this. These 5, and then I've got these 3, and then I've got these 3. You've got plenty of sequins. These are the Tropicana bead and sequin mix. The actual bead. This is the actual bead and sequin mix for Tropicana. I was hoping robotics would have been after school finished, but it's not. It's before school finishes, the big robotics competition in Brisbane, but fortunately. Rightio. I love the balloons. I love the balloons 2D. Thank you, Marie. I know, Marie, you love sequins as well. I love sequins. Thank you, Pam and Marie and Trish and Karen and Jacqueline and Leslie and Dee and Di and Chloe. The balloons. Like when I make something.
My Facebook comments aren't loading.
Do you know what, Chloe? What about like devoted to denim for Mama? What about like those devoted to denim colours with like a little tiny bit of brown, like a little tiny bit of ginger or rust added into them, into those blues for Mama? I think that'd look really nice. I think Julie actually used blue and brown and that sort of stuff when she did her 80th album. Oh, Noah,
Yeah.
can you bring... Oh, no. I'll find it and show it to you. I've talked about the picture frame, the frame I made with the watercolor fingerprint tree. I haven't talked about it lately, that I made when Grandma turned 90. When Quentin's grandma turned 90, I actually have got that back. It's got everyone's fingerprints on it that turned up to her 90th birthday party. So it is really, really nice. I think it is. So I have got that back. Is it standing against the wall? No, I put it back in a box. Oh, geez, my chair just made a noise. Yeah, so I'll have to show you that because that's a great gift idea. So we've got pink check in this one. So that was from paper 3. And then this is like where your journaling would go. Obviously, they're not proper ones. They're bodge. And then this was the offcut from when we put this piece in on our card this morning. And then we've got this cluster here. And then we've got this piece from paper 3 as well. So all 3 balloons are filled from paper 3. And see how I've got the wood on, so it's not matching, obviously, but the wood is going up and down on the frame and the photo mat. Yeah. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Marie. So we will be back. We might have more advent calendars come tomorrow. So the advent calendars that came today have all been taken. So I did say that the advent calendar price would go up once they arrive. So we have put the price up to $75, and it will remain at that price. That's kind of like a pre-order price. It's still not the full value of the advent calendars. We're going to keep it at that until the 30th of November. So on the 1st of December, the price of the advent calendar will go up the next step. And then probably like the 26th of December, after the 25 days are over, it'll go up to actually the full price. So we're going to step it up gradually to the full price. So from now until the 30th of November, it will be $75, and then it will go up again on the 1st of December for 25 days, and then it will go up to the full proper price on the 26th of December. Just to make it a bit easier, because life is very expensive at the moment, and we want as many people to participate as possible. So Quentin and I, because it's, yeah, we run it as a family, but it is me. We're wearing the cost at the moment, some of the cost. So, and that's okay. We're happy to do that because it's a great thing. The advent calendar is a wonderful gift to you all. So there you go. For his driving test tomorrow. Oh, good luck, Thomas. Good luck, Mum and Dad as well. I'm sure he's going to do fabulous, Marie. I'm sure he'll do wonderful. So it was a bit wet down here. It's a bit wrinkly up. It'll flatten out eventually. So we will see you again. We might put up a little bit of a video if I'm allowed to, if I can get a bit of a video of Noah playing in Rock Band tomorrow night. That's why we're here tonight. And then Thursday night, we're back at 6:30 for Naomi's mixed media class here in the group. And then Friday night, I'm using Scrap Boys Cotton Winter. And I think I'm just going to make a fancy schmancy Christmas card a bit over the top with that. Either that or I'm going to do super simple Christmas cards. So I'm either going to do fancy schmancy over the top or super simple on Friday night with Scrap Boys Cotton Winter. I haven't decided yet. Quentin wants me to do both, and I'm doing one. I'm not doing both. I'm going to do one or the other. Going up in price. Yes, Marie. Life is getting expensive. Very, very, very much so. But yeah. Quentin said he's really noticed it at Coles too, what people are buying. People's buying habits have really changed in what's selling out and everything. So take care. Stay safe. I love you all. And we will see you all sometime soon. Fancy, fancy card, says Tanya. I think, Tanya, you might beat Quentin there. Lovely. I definitely think you're going to beat Quentin. So see you later. Take care. Love you all. And yeah, Sandra loves fancy cards. I think we've got 2 votes plus me. We're on fancy card. Do you want to do a fancy schmancy Christmas card on Friday night? I love your draw card too, Sandra. That turned out fabulous. Very, very awesome. So take care. Stay safe. And love yous all. Bye. Bye, Debbie.